Chapter 19. Ravi. My day is getting better by the minute. First, Mrs. Beam had liked the naan khatais. Then she was impressed when she noticed how far I had read ahead in Bud Not Buddy. Now it is time for gym class. I was junior school sports captain at Vidya Mandir last year, even though I was only in 4th grade. If American gym is anything like PE in India, then my troubles will soon be over. I looked down at my clean white shoes. Das sir, my PE teacher at Vidya Mandir, would be pleased. Every day before class, he lined us up and first checked our shoes.
They must be pure white,
he insisted. Thanks to Amma and her polishing skills, mine were always as white as snow. Das sir would sit in the shade of his favorite neem tree and tell us to start with some drills. Stretching exercises, jumping jacks, and one round of running. I always finished first, Pramod a close second, and Ramaswamy, the poor sod, came dead last every time. He was slow not only in reading, but at everything else as well, including running. Das sir had no patience for him. Ramaswamy had such a big belly that when he tried to touch his toes, he would bend his knees and Das sir would give him a whack with a neem twig. We all laughed our heads off when he howled. After the drills before we played cricket, Das sir would send Ramaswamy off with the girls to play throwball or tennis or kho-kho. The gym teacher at Albert Einstein Elementary School is called Coach Victorine. He has a funny nose and no mustache, but he dresses exactly like Mr. Das. White shirt and black tracksuit bottoms. I am looking forward to impressing him and everyone else with my skills. Coach Victorine leads us out onto a large grass field behind the school. He has a canvas bag containing several metal bats and some large yellow balls. I've never played American baseball, but I imagine it's a lot like cricket. I feel a bit nervous. But how hard can it be? I expect we will begin with some drills and running, but instead, Coach Victorine chooses Dhillon and a girl named Jasleen to be captains and tells them to pick their teams. Do the girls play too? I asked the boy standing next to me. He's the one who rides my bus, whose name is Tim or Jim. Yup, he says. Playing against girls is going to be easy peasy. Jasleen picks first. She chooses a girl called Amy. I wave at Dhillon to get his attention, then point to myself. I was first batsman at Vidya Mandir, I call out. I want him to know I won't let him down if he picks me. He chooses the boy named Robert instead. I was sure he would pick me first. But I remind myself that Dhillon doesn't know anything about my athletic abilities or that I was a champion cricketer. It's Jasleen's turn to pick again. I'll take you, she says. At first I think she is pointing at the girl standing in front of me, but instead she has picked me. I can't believe I am going to play my first game of American baseball on a team made of girls. This is all Miss Frost's fault. If she hadn't made me go to the resource room yesterday, Dhillon and I would have had lunch together. I would have told him about the Gold Cup I won last year for scoring 2 centuries in our final cricket game. He would have picked me first for his team today, and together we would have beaten the other team hollow. Jasleen chooses a few other boys for her team as well, so at least I am not alone. Dhillon will be surprised when he sees how well I play. I predict he will regret not picking me first. It's time to warm up, so I grab one of the bats and give it a good hard swing. Baseball bats are quite different from cricket bats, and I want to get a feel for it before the game begins. The next thing I know, Coach Victorine is screaming his head off at me. What have I done now?